Welcome back, everybody, to the Cinema Culture Club podcast. I'm kiingjesss. To my left is OMGJulio, and to my right is CCCMark, otherwise referred to as Pollo. And we're back for another week of top fives, and probably our last top five for this season, for this first half of the season. This week we'll be doing top five movies of the year so far. And the boys, I feel like I give you guys an impossible task this week because looking at the list, it was pretty hard for me to narrow these down to top five. So I'm excited to see what all of us have. Do you guys have any thoughts going in before we start off these lists?
No, I'm just excited to see what you guys picked. Like you said, there was a lot of good movies this year.
Yeah. I wouldn't call it a thought so much as just more a disclaimer. Like, top five can mean anything from critically acclaimed to financial success. Spoiler for what's going to be there. And yeah, so just, if your favorite didn't make it in the top five, don't think of it as a bad thing. Think of it as, hey, movies are having such a good year that there's good choices being left on top five. So legit, think of it like that.
Legit. All right, well, let's kick it off, and I'll start off today's episode. My number five for movies of the year so far, The Sheep Detectives. Have you guys gotten to see The Sheep Detectives?
I did
Mark, you have?
I loved it.
And OMGJulio, okay. So let's start off with easy scores. For me, out of five, I'm giving this movie a 5 out of 5. Pollo, what are you giving it?
I'll give it a 5 out of 5 for sure.
Julio, what are you giving it?
I gave it a 4.5 out of 5.
4.5 out of 5. What knocked off the 0.5 for you?
Just that, it not in a negative way, but they made it a little kid movie, right? Mm-hmm. But with a mystery that good, they could have definitely kept that and made it to that could have been, Glass Knives or something else. But so it's just the only thing to me that it just wasn't complex enough and it wasn't trying to be. It was for kids. Yeah. But for any kids, if that's their first mystery movie, or their first whodunit, it can't get any better than that.
No, it was great, and I mean it has someone that they can recognize right off the bat, right? Hugh Jackman, Wolverine. It's easy to get a lot of people in with a big name, and they have that big name attached to it. Even though in the movie he wasn't in it too much, people still went out and saw this movie because Hugh Jackman was in that trailer.
And that too. I wanted more Hugh Jackman, so
more Hugh Jackman. Yeah, I get it.
You got to knock off points, man, for not exactly false advertisement, for making me think that
I thought it was a fantastic movie. I wasn't hyped for it going in, but just like the word of mouth, and I feel like this movie went off of word of mouth completely because there was not a lot of promotion for this. There wasn't a lot of trailers that were dumped. There wasn't a lot of outside billboards or anything like that. The movie dropped and word of mouth carried it, and I feel like that's what made it a commercial success because this movie was a success. But I love the movie. I love the story. Like he said, a whodunit, and an easy whodunit. Knives Out is another perfect example of a whodunit for a more older audience. But Sheep Detectives was just phenomenal.
Yeah, I forgot that it was for kids until you guys brought it up.
Yeah, it was
so emotional. I was crying a few times in that movie.
Yeah, no, and then you got stars from other movies like the guy that played He-Man. He was the main character in this, or one of the main characters in this too. So you have a lot of people that are making the runs in Hollywood right now that were in this more smaller but big success movie. That's why it deserved my number 5 spot. I thought this movie was fantastic. Moving forward to my number 4. Oh well, did you guys have Sheep Detectives in any of your guys' spots?
I do, but my list is in chronological order.
Okay.
It's in the order that they came out in the year theater. So I can't tell you if I have it as number 4, number 5.
Okay.
But in chronological order, it's my number 4.
Okay.
Based on what I have.
Hey, and made the list, and I think that's what counts, right? I'm interested to see what else made Boyle's list that bumped Sheep Detectives. Because I thought this for sure was going to be on his list.
It was an honorable mention.
Honorable mention? Okay. I have an honorable mention for worst movie of the year, but we'll get to that. Number 4 on my list. I mean, I don't think this is a shocker. It was a movie that I went to go watch in theaters twice, and we talked about for weeks, and that is Michael. Michael Jackson's biopic this year was absolutely phenomenal. I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan, so I absolutely loved it, and I was excited to see it. And honestly, the movie theater experience for this movie was amazing. If you just saw the experiences that were happening on social media, these theaters were just straight up concert halls, and it was such a fun environment to be in, and I absolutely love this movie. What do you guys think about Michael?
I liked it. I gave it a 4 out of 5.
4 or 5.
As a musical though, my God, like what better, soundtrack of the year.
Yeah.
Obviously, but like a bunch of Michael Jackson hits. I miss the realism. Like they glossed over a lot, and I mean, why wouldn't they? Right? Like where was Janet Jackson?
True.
Let the movie tell it. They only
Who was
have
Diana Ross.
Like they glossed over his relationships, which I don't think the movie ever even went into a single one of his like.
Well, I think we cut it off
relationships.
like right before we got up to that, right?
Okay,
because we got up to Bad, and then we got hit with the Michael Jackson will return and Doomsday.
1983, 1984. Where did that cut off? 83 or
Oh,
84?
year wise, I'm horrible with years.
But like they didn't cover any of his romantic relationships. They didn't cover any of his. Let's just call them vices. Let's be respectful, but let's be honest. No drug use in it. They didn't cover it, and why would they? I mean, come on, but a little more realism would have brought it down. They are considering a sequel though, so maybe we'll get it there.
Like I said, we got hit at the end of the movie with the Michael Jackson will return and Doomsday. So there is more to the story to be told, and in my personal opinion, it is the better half of the story to be told. We've already gotten adaptations where we see young Michael and his family go through the struggles. I want to see the success part. I want to see the bangers, and I feel like that's what will come in the second film, which has already been greenlit successfully. Like I think the Monday after that the movie dropped. So we will get that second half, and I hope that it is another movie concert experience.
We need to get that Super Bowl halftime show.
That'd be sick.
I mean, hey, we got the Pepsi, so I would imagine we got the Super Bowl halftime show, right? Boy, what were your thoughts on Michael?
I loved it. Yeah, I loved it. I was a little bummed when it ended, and like it was still kind of like the beginning of his story. But then that's when I found out that they were making a second one.
Yeah,
so it made sense. They're gonna save that part for the next film. But no, I loved it. In my opinion, I loved his first album, Off the Wall. That's one of my favorite Michael Jackson albums. So, like, soundtrack wise, I was happy with the songs that we got. I know we didn't get a lot of his bangers, like his later bangers, but that would come in the next movie.
Now, I got a question for both of you guys, because this was such a successful biopic, and we had a very successful biopic already in the past with Bohemian Rhapsody. Okay. Which one would you say beats the other? Do you have Bohemian Rhapsody winning over Michael, or do you have Michael winning over Bohemian Rhapsody?
That's tough, man. I'm going to go with Michael, though.
Michael? Okay.
I listen to more Michael, so I'd have to go Michael. But Bohemian Rhapsody was good.
Yeah, see, right now
put me on to Queen. Like I didn't know their backstory.
Right now we're just breaking them down as movies, though, not like what music you listen to more. So like as movies. But thing is, Bohemian Rhapsody is mostly only about Freddie Mercury.
Yes.
Queen was a whole band. Like what were the other guys doing while Freddie Mercury was, down dumps from his diagnosis? They didn't cover that. At least Michael, like. You follow Mike. You're meant to follow Michael. Yeah, he was in a band. But yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody, because they left out so many other band members, and we get it. They probably didn't have the rights or whatever. But yeah, say something, man. Don't just. So that's where Bohemian Rhapsody took a hit for me.
They should have gone the Beatles route and made a movie for each character.
I don't know if you see the Beatles, you can do that, right? Yeah, because each character is interesting enough. Well, some of them. As opposed to where like Queen, even now I would say like not the general public can't name you every single Queen member.
Not just that, the Beatles themselves actually made movies. You just forget this.
They made albums for movies.
They weren't very they weren't cinematic masterpieces, but the Beatles made movies. And that's. But also the thing about it, though, one thing I want to mention with Michael is yes, make a sequel. Because Michael deserves a sequel.
100%.
But don't let this kick off a trend of other biopics that don't need 2 parts. Some biopics don't even need 1 part. So some should just be a 2-hour special made for TV. Let's keep it real, okay?
On the BBC.
Yeah, British Broadcasting Corporation. So like, I better not see no Steve Jobs 2-part biopic. He already has a few.
He already has a few.
He has 2 different movies.
Yeah, he has 2 different movies, but all of them are 1 part only. Yeah. I don't need to see like
this trend going around.
Like, not everyone needs 2 parts to their biopic. There's a few people that do. I don't know. Marlon Brando could probably have a 2-part biopic. Yeah. But like, I better not see no. I don't know. Who do you think deserves a 1-part biopic?
A 1-part biopic.
Music wise,
yeah, it better not be no one-hit wonder trying to get a 2-part biopic, man. Like,
I mean, we had that the Elton John biopic not too long ago too,
Man.
and I feel like Elton John's career could have gotten a 2.
He could have got 2.
But they did it a 1, and we're okay with that. You know, sometimes we just need the 1. We don't need, 2 or more than that.
Hey, what was the one? What was the one where like it was the guy's life, but for some reason he was a monkey in the movie, and then everyone else like a human?
Oh yeah, I recently figured out that's like an actual artist.
Yeah, that's an actual like music
biopic.
Yeah,
it's about him, but he's like a monkey. Okay. I don't know what artist that is. He's like some British artist.
Yeah, but what was the name of that movie?
I don't remember.
Monkey Man.
Look, so that's an example of like, not only do I think that one shouldn't deserve a 2-parter, I don't think that one deserves the one it got.
Damn.
But he was a big time producer in music. I know this from trying to have researched that movie, and I'm blanking on the name right now. But like not enough people knew him. Not enough people like knew who he was. Look, I'm big on hip hop, right? Mm-hmm. And to me, like Rick Rubin is like one of the greatest hip hop producers. He don't got a biopic, all right? Mm-hmm. And if he gets it, I'm sorry, but I think it's only gonna be 1 part.
Really? Okay.
It'll still be good. And soundtrack's gonna be fire, but to me, like one of the biggest producers in all of hip hop probably only gets a 1-part biopic.
I could see that. Actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Dr. Dre already had NWA. If you want to then do a separate Dr. Dre thing, maybe, but that's also only going to be like 1 part. Yeah. So there's not a lot of people that deserve 2 parts.
Yeah.
Since we're on the topic of biopics, is there an artist that you currently want to get a biopic?
Oh, there's a lot. I mean, like hip hop wise, like I know they don't really do that good, but like a Wu-Tang would be cool.
They had a show though.
They did have a show.
The American
the Hulu show, I think.
Yeah, it's on Hulu. Yeah.
American Saga.
I think but that was mostly them coming up though, so that it hasn't really got into when they like make it big, but they already got a show. They dropped
their first album and maybe their second album. That's it.
I mean, personally, I think it's about time we get a Prince, biopic.
It's funny. That's exactly how I was thinking.
It goes to fit, right? Because Michael Jackson and him were such rivals for their entirety of their careers. Why not drop one right after Michael? And just give us that Prince biopic finally. I love Prince. I love his catalog. I would love to see a biopic. Who would we cast as him? I wouldn't know. I can't even start thinking about that. But a Prince biopic would be amazing.
Does he have any nephews that look just like him? Does he have any nephews just
continue the trend from Michael?
I mean, well, first of all, they got lucky that A, his nephew looks just like him. B, he can.
No, I agree. But yeah, I mean, Prince, you can not only detail, his early life, you could detail his later life. You can detail some of those hidden stories that we're only getting glimpses of from like other celebrities, like the, old school Charlie Murphy stories. You could get someone that was there and, I actually incorporate that and give us a little taste of Prince's, personal life that we just hear tidbits of. I would love that. And you could, like I said, that can be the 2-part biopic
you think Prince is a 2-parter?
I think he can be.
I think it can. Yeah. They already brought him up in Michael, so I hope it's in the same universe. If we do that, I hope.
I mean, it is in the same.
I hope
it is a shared universe. It is a shared universe. The original
the same movie universe.
The original shared universe.
The same movie biopic.
Oh, so you mean like
I want Jafar.
Oh, he's saying okay. So if Michael Jackson has to appear in the Prince movie, you want it to be Jafar Jackson.
Yeah. I mean, I would want that too. I mean, why wouldn't we, right? Like even in the Bohemian Rhapsody movie, you see David Bowie for like a split second, Why not just bring
more
him?
of a cameo, though.
But still, you should have those people that are playing these biopics show up in the other ones because we already recognize them as those characters, Have a Egg from from
End of the Seven Kingdom?
No.
No.
Eggsy from King
Taron.
Yeah. Have him come up as Elton John, in one of these movies. Like, why not? We've already established them as this character. Have them reprise the role. I don't think the budget can go up too much high if you have them do a cameo spot.
I like Taron Egerton too. I always go see his movies in theaters.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on to my number 3 pick, and I feel like this is a no-brainer. I feel like you guys already knew this was going to be on my list, and this is the first of 2 horror movies on my list.
Hold on. Just for reference, did you have Michael on your?
Oh,
I
yeah.
did not. No, I
No,
did not.
you didn't have Michael. You didn't have Michael.
Neither did I actually.
Okay.
So.
We'll go back, and I will also give it a 4.5. You give it a 4.5.
I give it a 4 out of 5.
Yes,
4. So 2 4s and a 4.5 for Michael. But like I said, number 3 pick, the first of 2 horror movies, Backrooms. I have Backrooms.
No.
I know you got to see it. Julio, did you get to see Backrooms?
No, I didn't get to see
No,
Backrooms.
Okay. Do you
Did
have
not make
any
my list.
interest in watching Backrooms?
I do have interest in seeing Backrooms, but my horror budget ended at Obsession.
Okay, that makes sense.
Well, no, not that it ended at Obsession, but saving some money for Resident Evil 8 this year too. So like,
Okay,
I haven't had a chance to see Backrooms. I'm catching it as soon as I can though, and I'll let you know. But
Sounds good. Boya, you said you had this on your list?
No, I didn't.
You
You
don't
didn't
have
make the
this on
list.
your
no.
list.
so you did see it, but you don't have it on your list.
Yeah,
All right.
that's not on my list.
Hey, that's interesting.
But I still liked it.
Okay.
If I were to rate it, I'll probably give it like a 4 out of 5. I mean, that's pretty
4 out of
high.
5?
Yeah, 4 out of 5. Yeah.
Okay. I'm giving it a 4.5 out of 5. I absolutely love this movie, but I am someone who also loves internet horror stuff, like analog horror, just creepypasta stuff. Deep internet lore kind of stuff is the stuff that just picks my brain. And this was just that. I've been following the Backrooms. I've been following Kane Parsons for years.
It's like for real fans,
Yeah.
Only like real.
I've been following him for years, and I was super excited when he finally landed, a deal with A24 to bring this to the big screen, because I feel like there is a spot in Hollywood for stuff like this, and especially with the new generation coming up and now attending the movies, they grew up with this, they love this, and it was something that I saw largely while going to the movies to see this movie, because I did go 3 times to the theater to watch this movie, twice regular and then once for the extended, but there was always a heap of kids outside walking in to see this movie. And as soon as we would get out, another heap of kids would come out from watching the same movie. So this was huge within the younger community, and I absolutely loved it. Like I said, this kind of horror just picks my brain. Backrooms, just like endless hallways, possibilities. I just want to be in there. I just want to discover. So this definitely was going to make my list, and it made number 3.
Okay. Yeah, for me, it wasn't really too scary, but I did enjoy like the universe and stuff. Like the ending for sure made me more intrigued. So like I hope they make a second one. So we can find out more.
Did you get a chance to go back and watch the extended stuff?
I
Okay, because it is now, for anyone that wants to watch, it is now live on YouTube. But it does connect. What I love about what Kane Parsons is doing with the Backrooms is that he started this on the internet. He bridged it into Hollywood, and now he's bridging it back into the internet with this extended.
Is there enough lore for a second one? I don't.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And well, I don't know if it's one of those things where it's like, is there enough lore? This started on the internet, and Kane kind of took it into his own to make it what it is today. So it's really what he has planned for it. There's not really like a blueprint per se that he's following. It's kind of coming as it goes, and it's something that he says he's been working with for years at this point. So he definitely has a roadmap established, and I'm guessing with like the push and the financial backing from A24, this kid's gonna keep it pumping as long as he can.
Okay. I mean, I'm talking like fandom so little. They don't even gatekeep. Like they need people. They don't jump into it. Then people, there's no gatekeeping.
No, really. I mean, and it's something new. Like I said, this new wave of horror is all coming from a younger generation, and their horror is very different to ours. So it's something that we're gonna have to adapt, because this is what's coming.
Nice,
all right,
nice.
Let's move on to my number 2. Actually, you said you didn't have it and you didn't watch it, so I was the only one that had it.
So far, no crossovers.
No crossovers, not once, but I'm pretty sure here comes the first one.
The Sheet Texas was your honorable mention.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this is going to be on all of our lists. My second 2 is the second horror film for the year, and that is Obsession. Obsession for me is off the bat getting a 5 out of 5. I mean, the last 2 movies on my list, 1 and 2, are going to get 5 out of 5s. Obsession was a masterclass in what to do in new age horror, and like I said, it is the roadmap of where we're going. So I absolutely love this movie. It brought horror into a direction that grounded it more into a place of reality, and I think that that's exactly why it was such a huge success. You boys, did you guys have this on your list? Where did it place on your list?
In chronological order. So
okay.
So probably I think it's 3 for me, but
3 for you?
Because it came out in May, so at that point there was already it's 3 for me, because I have two movies came out in the year before it. But
For me, it also made it my number 2.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Oh, so you ranked them in a personal order?
Yeah, personal.
I'm the only one that did them in calendar order. I go ahead.
It's supposed to be your list.
Yeah, your list.
Yeah, but I just went chronologically. There was a good movie in April. There was a good movie in May.
Oh, yeah, Obsession is the only horror movie I would assume made your list. Give us your thoughts on why this horror movie made your list and others didn't.
I do have another horror movie on my
you
list.
do have
Yeah,
it.
so
Okay.
I have 2 horror movies also. But yeah, I think the other one was number 5.
Okay.
So Obsession was my favorite
Horror
of the
movie
bunch.
of the year so far? Okay.
Yeah, of the year for sure, yeah. And yeah, like you said, like new age horror, like it's cool like to see like an original story. Like I love watching movies when it's like an original story, not just like another remake, like The Evil Dead and stuff. Which I love those movies, but I want something new, and this definitely was a cool plot.
I think that's something that we've been kind of clamoring for in Hollywood for a long time. It's just original stories. For the past, I would at least easily go say like the last decade, it's been a lot of rehash.
I mean, well, I also gave Obsession a 5 out of 5, but I don't consider it an original story.
Oh, interesting.
I gave it a 5 out of 5 because it is, and I don't say this as an insult. I say it because anybody trying to make anything, not just horror, if you're trying to make anything that has to be filmed, Obsession should be a textbook on execution. Okay, to me, Obsession didn't bring anything new to the horror genre. Like everything that was there, I've seen before in one way or another. And we look with the club, we watch a lot of foreign movies. Some of the stuff that I'm going to reference is like a South Korean movie, right? Or an Indonesian movie. So I've seen it all. But everything Obsession did, they did it at such a high level that the execution was flawless. No wasted motion, just like all right, we're going to have the crazy girlfriend trope. We've seen that a million times. But she did it at the highest level, like flawless execution. That's why I gave it a 5 out of 5. And I think I told you, like I predicted some things. I'm like, oh, she cooked that cat. Watch, she's gonna feed. And it turned out so like it didn't disappoint me though. Like I was able to predict stuff on a movie I've never seen before, but it didn't disappoint me because it flawless, right? So like, but I'm trying to think what is a new element I've never seen that Obsession had. I don't know, man. Maybe it being a one wish willow, maybe that's new. But like, if you think of other movies you've seen where it was a monkey's paw, then you've seen it. So like, think of it like that. Like so, to me,
I see where you're going.
Yeah. So to me, it didn't bring anything. Maybe what was new was its presentation and how they did it. But for me, it earned the 5 on execution. Flawless.
I think like seeing it in your eyes, where it did it differently for me at least was bringing it down to like reality, right? Like whereas the monkey paw,
small scale, like
monkey paw normally is like a big
big
blow up. You know?
That's because in the monkey paw story, you always get stuff like "I wish for world peace." Or
yeah.
They have to. Whereas here, the guy just thought really small and like really selfishly.
Yeah.
Like, hey man, I wish this chick was into me. Actually, that would have gone better from him than the way he worded it. Like, what was the exact? Like, I wish she loved me more than anyone else.
Yeah.
Without considering that means herself as well. As we saw.
His friend made a better wish than him in the movie. For $1 billion? We should have watched that movie.
Well, the director came out and said the $1 billion is still there.
Anyone could go get it.
Crazy Nikki can disappear with it. Remember, she didn't like being called Freaky Nikki, which the movie references some sort of past there that they don't get into, but no, just really like, and they've already announced a sequel in the same universe, but I think they're done with these characters.
Yeah, of course.
They're done.
Well,
they're all dead.
Yeah, they're all dead.
She's getting locked up.
Nikki.
She's getting locked up.
Well,
she's not getting locked up. She's $1 billion.
That's at the hotel homie's house. The cops are probably at her
He's
door.
right next door. Like how far do they live from each other?
I would have to check source, but I did read somewhere that at the intro of Curry Baker's next movie, we'll be hearing something about Freaky Nikki in the news.
Oh, like
and the TV in the back. So the connecting the worlds is going to be there, and that is one question I was going to present to you guys. Are you excited for more stories within the One Wish Willow universe?
To me, it's going to depend on what the linchpin is. Is the One Wish Willow what's connecting them? Because I feel like that's Obsession was great, but it's hard to strike lightning twice. So like, it's gonna depend on what's the connection, what's binding them. If it's something really really good, then yeah. But if it's just another One Wish Willow thing, then might wait for that in Australia. I don't know. I'm not trying to be
just wait and see.
The connection has to be good.
Okay,
that's all I'm saying. So I don't know if it's the connection is gonna be the One Wish Willow, or if the connection is gonna be like the owner of the shop that sold him the One Wish Willow. Maybe they can be like, we messed up here. Let's close up shop and move on. And that might be a little different because then it won't be specifically the One Wish Willow, but that like. I don't know what that yoga. No, what kind of shop was it? It wasn't a yoga. Like,
it was like
an antique shop.
Yeah, an antique.
Is that what it was? I thought
it was like a bunch of jewels.
I thought it was like a spiritual healing shop,
something like that. Maybe
witch doctor
on
some Dr. Sebi. I don't know.
What about you, boy? Would you be excited for more stories within the One Wish Willow universe?
Yeah, I would. I mean, they already killed it once. I think they could do it again. And
what about you, boy? Are you excited to see more stories within the One Wish Willow universe?
Yeah, I mean, they already killed it once. I think they could do it again. And I think they could do it differently. Like, it could not even be a horror movie. It could be a comedy or something.
That would be different.
A different aspect.
Okay. Or like an action movie.
Yeah.
I want to be the best action star in the world.
Yeah.
And then he becomes the best action star in the world.
Yeah.
And somehow he dies.
Yeah, no, I chose Curry Barker from all his skits I've seen,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So you see it more like it would excite you if it becomes an anthology.
Yeah.
Anthology meaning, you might hear a blurb about Crazy Nikki in the beginning, but the movies don't relate to each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough to do. The Halloween franchise tried it.
Yeah, with Halloween 3, was it?
Yeah, they tried to have a movie without Michael Myers. And so, like, it is tough to do, but I can see where that being different probably, excites people.
I was about to say Knives Out does it, but
no, the detective is always there.
All right, so let's move on to my final one. My number one movie of the year, and I think this goes without saying. My number one movie of the year is Project Hail Mary. This movie, top down, is a perfection. The story absolutely made me fall in love with cinema this year again. It's a movie that made me, respect Ryan Gosling at a different level for his acting. And just overall, this movie was absolutely fantastic. It's a movie that I've watched, I think, at this point 3 times now. So what do you guys think of Hail Mary Project? Was it on your guys' list?
It was number 1 on my list.
What's funny is
number 1?
We got the same 1 and 2.
It's number 1 on my list too.
It's just because it came out. Okay, well, it's number 1 on everybody's list.
Yeah,
so that's what
but like you didn't already have love for Ryan. Like,
hold on. We've already discussed this. We already discussed this. I did not. Was not won over until this.
Barbie put you on.
That's because you didn't see The Nice Guys.
Maybe.
Nice dude. Shane Black.
Was that his name in it? I just remember
the director. Yes.
Okay. Because you didn't see The Nice Guys. That's what with him and Russell Crowe. So like you're missing out on like some top.
But you see, you could say Barbie, but Barbie wasn't really about it. So.
No, he's been showed his range since he started. Remember the Titans and Notebook.
Oh, that's why I said I was down with him since me over. Not even.
See now, man. I've been rocking with him since young.
I'm not taking no Ryan Gosling slander over here.
Apparently, everyone has an opinion.
But like this, I've been with him since he was still on TV. Okay, so like let's hold on.
I have never questioned your loyalty. I said to me, you wanted me over on Hail Mary Project.
But we're just surprised that you weren't already like on the boat.
Nope, and I haven't been, and I won't be until after Hail Mary Project.
All right, so
I think I gave it a 5 out of 5 too. Damn near perfect movie.
Damn near perfect. I mean, if I would have found it, would be a perfect movie.
Yeah.
What were some of your favorite parts of the Hail Mary Project?
I know, like a lot of people didn't like the like non-linear, the going back and forth. But
that
I
was me.
liked it.
That was me, just because it's you're doing this, then you go back here, then you come back to this.
It started with him like waking up.
It's too much, but like I also don't think the movie would have been as good if you
did it linear.
I think the movie would have been better with linear, and have the flashback to kick off Act 3, where they review everything, and then. But that's just me though. But that's also why I don't make movies, because somewhere that would go wrong, and like here we are. But like to me, going back and forth too much, that bothers me. Like, and that's just a personal nitpick. It was still made at a very high level. It was still the way they drip feed you the information was to reveal, like, because all movie long I'm like, damn, he sounds like he didn't care much for coming into space. How do you end up in space? How do you? And then you get there, you're like, oh man, like, damn. She played him. She played him, man. I forgot her name already. The red hair lady. Yeah, I saw.
Yeah, no.
What's her name?
She drugged him and put him on the ship. I would have been pissed.
Yeah, but what's her name though? Like, I
forgot.
Damn it. But no, yeah. So like that part, that revelation was cool. Planet Adrian.
All the Rocky references were cool.
Yeah, the Rocky references. The astrophage scene is still one of my favorite ones. I don't think I've been that stressed in a movie scene for a long time. Actually, no, probably like safari movies probably do that kind of level of anxiety to me.
Quick sidebar: Rocky's winning this year, man.
I play Rocky. Dude,
that
trailer looks so sick.
It looks good, man. I want to see that. Yeah. But we'll get to that when it comes.
I didn't know about that movie until I saw the trailer.
Is it from the same studio that made Project Hail Mary? Were they double check that? Were they?
You think they're gonna try to sneak in a little Rocky somewhere in there?
Well, I'll give you an example. Do you remember Creature Commandos?
Yeah.
And animated. In the scene where they first meet the princess and they look at her library, they zoom in on a book and it's Wuthering Heights. And what was the next big WB movie? Wuthering Heights. I was like, I see you. So like,
you're planting seeds.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know, like, but no.
Is this the same? Yeah, I don't know if this is the same company doing Project Hail Mary, but I could for sure, like, if those references to like the Rocky movie weren't like in the book, I could for sure see like the studio adding that in there. Because Rocky's coming out later this year.
Like, all right, we'll fund your little space movie, but we need to get some shout outs to some other projects we have hopes for. Yeah. And then it turns out the studio was wrong and we were right. And
well, in that same respect, I was watching a movie that actually should be an honorable mention for me because I actually really did love it. I rewatched yesterday was Masters of the Universe. And in one of those scenes, he goes into a comic book shop, and I noticed that the only comic book that you can clearly see in one of the shots is Superman, Man of Tomorrow, just like sticking out. And I'm like, was that like done on purpose? Because we got, the movie coming out next year. Like, was that a little nod? Maybe just like a little Easter.
It could be a nod because Superman fought He-Man in the comics.
I thought He-Man was made by Amazon though. So like.
But that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's still like a little nod to it. You know, I don't think like it has to be the same studio, but it's a little nod. Just a little nod that the movie's coming.
Was He-Man done by Amazon?
Yeah.
Like the movie was bang. I don't know if Amazon, but Amazon has their name behind it, which makes sense because they're also going to be the ones that are going to sell all the merch, the toys, and.
I mean, the two movies. My number one movie and the honorable mention, He-Man, are both on Amazon Prime. You can watch it if you have a Prime Video.
You know what? Masters of the Universe is also one of my honorable mentions.
Nice.
Because it's killing you two right now. That's why.
Have you seen it?
Have you watched it yet?
Nah, I haven't watched it. Here's the thing. I'm embarrassed because I picked it as my phone pick. Like, I'm not. Look, man. I'm never rooting for movies to fail. But like, thing is, if I know a movie's gonna fail, I'm gonna, gonna call it out. Especially if it's gonna help me in the fantasy league. So like, yes. Okay. But and it's funny. I think it's streaming already too. And I still not gonna out.
Yeah, that's why I watched it yesterday on Amazon Prime.
I'll watch it tonight, man.
It's a good movie. It's a very fun movie. Like I said,
I doubt it is. I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
I think I'm still giving that like a good 7, 5, 8. That movie's great. It's a fun summer movie. It's that kind of movie that you expect to just come out in the summer. You take the kids, you take the girlfriend, whatever. You have yourself a good time.
It's basically the new Dungeons and Dragons.
Honor
Among Thieves.
100%.
Also, another movie that was incredible and didn't deserve what happened to it. But like,
no, that movie is so underrated as hell. Underrated. So all right, so to recap my list. I got number 5, Sheep Detectives. Number 4, we got Michael. Number 3, we got Backrooms. Number 2, we got Obsession. And number 1, we got Project Hail Mary. And those are my top movies of the first half of this year. Just as a bonus, the worst movie that I saw this year in theaters was Wuthering Heights. Fuck that movie. It is the worst book-to-movie adaptation ever, and Emerald Fennell should be arrested for her crimes against humanity. Now, moving forward.
Before we move forward, Wuthering Heights turned a $40 million profit, is all I'm going to say, against a budget that was higher than it should have been. So,
but that I think that just came from the interest of seeing if it really was that bad. Like
not exactly.
The press that came out. Not exactly.
I did the research on this. The Wuthering Heights is considered a UK production. and they support their movies. Because not last year, 2 years ago, like the number one movie in the UK was like, it was like number 12 here in America, because the British audience, if a movie was filmed in the UK and it's a UK production, they go support.
Okay.
They do not care. So like Wuthering Heights was like driven by its UK sales. Like, you know, those London blokes, man. So like,
still doesn't mean it's a good movie. That movie.
I never said it was. I'm just saying
so,
it's helping me. It's helping me
worst
to a
movie
profit.
of the year is probably going to be the worst movie at the end of the year, if I'm being fucking honest. Admiral Fennell should never be allowed to direct anything ever again. Now, moving on for real this time. Julio, you have a weird ass list that you decided to put in chronological order. So why don't you go ahead and run us down your list?
I sure do. So since this is chronological order, I'll start at number one.
Number one.
Which is probably number one in general. It's Project Hail Mary, which we already talked
Project
about.
Hail Mary!
Like just an achievement in cinematic movie making. Like just an achievement of movie making, an achievement of movie presentation, a failure in movie promotion, if I'm being honest, man. I feel like Project Hail Mary was not promoted the best it could have been.
Really? I feel like they did the promotion exactly the way that we've been saying that they should do promotion. They dropped a trailer, it gave us almost little to nothing, and then they dropped a bigger trailer to kind of explain what was going to happen near the release of the movie, and that was about it.
Yeah, but like where's the Project Hail Mary popcorn bucket? Where's my official? How come we had to 3D print our Rocky figure? Where's the Rocky figure?
Yeah, you had a 3D print Rocky figure, but they had a cup. I will say they had a cup. They had a Rocky mystery plush keychain bag thing that they were selling. Okay. They had a couple things. It was just the theaters where we live in Vegas. The theaters in Vegas are horribly stocked, almost half the time. So we don't get all the cool stuff that other people get.
I want that Project Hail Mary like
the cardigan.
Yeah. I want to see like come on. All right. But that was my number one, Project Hail Mary. My number two is the Super Mario Galaxy movie.
Oh, nice.
Still to this point, and we're doing our top 5 movies like a little bit past the halfway point, but still to this point, the number one grossing movie of the year. And there's no way we can talk about movies without talking about the movie that's brought in the most money. And because its budget was so low, it's also not just the highest grossing, it's the highest net profit still too so far of the year. So we can't not talk about it. Say what you want about how flimsy the plot was, and it was there, but it was flimsy. But it did what it had to, and if they could count merch sales, we'd probably be at $2 billion, because like I saw a family with like 4 kids. All 4 kids walked out with that damn Yoshi popcorn bucket. And those are $50 a pop.
That shit was like $60 after taxes.
Yeah, and all 4 kids had one, bro. I was like, crazy. Man, they were walking out the IMAX too, and man, they were walking out the 3D IMAX with like 4 Yoshi popcorn buckets, man. The little girl was in her Rosalina car, so yeah, come on, man, like all that money can't be wrong. Now, will it still be the highest grossing at the end of the year? Probably not. Will it be the highest net profit? Has a chance because other movies that are going to gross more money than it had a higher budget, so they have a higher break even. So we'll see.
Doomsday's making $2 billion, so it's gonna beat it.
Doomsday's current break even is $1 billion.
So $2 billion is crazy.
Mark's
watching it every day for a fucking week.
Zootopia 2 made over $2 billion.
No way, for real?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Zootopia 2.
3 million, my bad.
Hurry, stand up.
Yeah, but Zootopia has like worldwide appeal because it's about other cultures. But
so what did you rank Super Mario then?
I gave it a 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. I'm giving it a 3 out of 5.
I think 3 out of 5 is good. That's where it should sit.
Remember, 2.5 out of 5 is a serviceable movie. It means it's good, wasn't bad.
That's 50.
So that's right. It's not an
failing.
But it's not a test either.
It's not.
Yeah, it's not a test.
It's just
the way we're ranking stuff. 2.5 was a serviceable movie.
Yeah.
Anything under 2.5, you're talking about a bad movie at that point. That's what I think, at least.
Yeah, I'm giving it a 3 because it did what it needed to do for what the product that was given to us. Like it didn't go over the top to make game fans super happy, with like a cohesive story or anything like that. But it made it visually appealing.
Its visuals are the best thing about it. Like
you hit a bunch of locations, a bunch of characters, so it did everything it should have done for what was presented. But it could have gotten those last 2 points for going that extra mile which they didn't.
Yeah, like that. Thanks to this movie, I never knew there were so many Star Fox fans out there.
I know,
Where
right?
y'all been hiding, man? Where y'all been hiding? Because like he knows that he knows that I had Star Fox on Nintendo 64.
Mm-hmm.
I had both Star Fox games on the GameCube, which at the time were a disappointment because he's not in the X-wing. It's more of him like walking around with like he meets little dinosaurs. So I was like, but my GameCube came with the first Star Fox game, so that, like it was packaged in. So yeah, I've been a Star Fox fan, but like the internet has been real quiet about Star Fox like the last 20 years. But all of a sudden, Glenn Powell all of a sudden, y'all been on the Star Fox bandwagon from day one.
You just had to attach a likable name. Glenn Powell's likable right now.
Okay, right now.
Right now. I mean, he's been on everybody's, conscious everywhere. So
I'll give you that. But yeah,
he's been in everything recently. He even had that. I don't even know if it was a success, but he had that show on Hulu where he was like
Chad Powers. Yeah. It's a success. It's a success to me when you know how that show even started, bro. Like that started with like Eli Manning just going undercover, pretending he was like a tryout student, I think at Penn State, and then like everyone loved it. Like, and then Eli made a show where he pretends like with other stuff because I think they've got like Jared Goff to do other.
Oh, okay.
And then Glenn Powell was like, "Hey man, let's do Chad Powers." It was a success to me.
All right, keep going.
For me, number 3 was Obsession, obviously, which we've already talked about. Like I don't care how predictable your movie is if you execute well. Like we watch sports for the same reason. Do you see anything new in sports? No. You see people who execute at a high level, which makes you want to watch it. Right? Every player in the league can shoot 3-pointers. They don't all shoot them like Steph Curry. So it doesn't matter that Obsession didn't do anything new. What matters is that everything that they did it at the highest level possible. So that was number 3 for me. Number 4, we talked about as well already, is the Sheep Detectives. Sheep Detectives, like it's officially, to me, it's replacing Clue as a kid's first whodunit. Clue's from the 80s already.
I've never seen it.
No, you never saw the movie.
We got to get a Clue watch on.
Yeah, we gotta have a watch session then.
No, Clue. I didn't even think about that. Clue is really that first.
That's like.
But now the modern age whodunit would be Sheep Detectives. Damn, that's kind of crazy.
One final thought about Sheep Detectives for me. People got to stop doubting Hugh Jackman. Stop it, yo.
I mean, the boy got range. What?
No, it's not that. But like, I remember at the time when he had already been Wolverine, I guess, right? And people were like, hey, one of his first big projects outside of those Fox X-Men movies was Les Miserables.
Yeah, Les Mis.
But before it came out, people were like, Hugh Jackman, Wolverine? Les Mis? And I was like, I just said nothing, but, and then people doubted him, and Les Mis was good.
Yeah, I love Les Mis.
I can't remember if it turned a profit. I don't know if it was good in that sense, but it was really good. Then he was The Greatest Showman. And again, people were like, come on, man, Hugh Jackman, buff Wolverines,
bro. The fact that they didn't give him the chance, after seeing him in Les Mis. I saw him in Les Mis, and when I heard he was going to do Greatest Showman, I was like, I am fucking in. Exactly. I am in. It's crazy to hear that someone went, nah. Yeah, Hugh Jackman, bro, he just did Les Mis.
What sucks about him is that a risky role he took, where they did give him the chance or the benefit of the doubt beforehand. It failed, and that was Australia with Nicole Kidman.
I don't even remember that.
Exactly. Exactly.
That, so yeah,
it was basically just a movie to try to drum up Australian tourism. It really was. They really, but like and Hugh Jackman and Nicole Kidman played the leads as like these star-crossed lovers or whatever. But
maybe burn all the damn animals you have running around in Australia and would fucking go more.
Yeah, I've seen too many videos of kangaroos actually attacking. Trying to handle that. I don't know if it's true or not, but like you go on YouTube, you see it all the time. So, but anyway, so like that was one where they finally decided to give him the benefit of the doubt, and it failed. And I was like, and then but whatever. But like Sheep Detectives too, people were like, Sheep Detective, and again, Hugh Jackman proved you wrong. Okay, so like, yeah, whatever, man. We'll see. But yeah, that's Sheep Detectives. And then my number 5. Probably didn't make any one of your guys' list, but it's because, like, for me it did, and it's Disclosure Day.
Oh, I love Disclosure
Day, but like, I still want movies like that. I still want movies that are gonna make you think. I still want movies that are, more like, I'm like, as grounded as a movie about aliens can be, but I still want a movie that's grounded. Like, hey, we have a problem, right? What should we do? Because in that movie, both sides kind of have an argument for. Like, I don't think anyone's right or wrong, but when a side makes his arguments for why they should continue hiding the existence of aliens, then the other side tells you why we should disclosure day, the existence of aliens. And what do you do when the two sides meet? And just high think pieces like that. Like, I know it's not true, but in my mind, if you think of Disclosure Day as some sort of spiritual successor to The Man from Earth, you're gonna have a really good time.
Disclosure Day was one of those movies that got a lot of hate. I think for the simple fact that like a lot of people didn't kind of get the concept while watching it, and that's okay. I feel like Disclosure Day is one of those movies that you're gonna need to go back home and watch again. Maybe a second or a third time just to understand. But Disclosure Day, if you watch it in the eyes of someone that's also being disclosed, you're 100% gonna enjoy this movie a lot more. Too many people were trying to, I guess, grasp at straws and think that the whole time we're going to be disclosed to aliens. It's about the journey about getting disclosed.
People hear aliens and they just think you're going to see humans fighting it. Like, they think it's everything. They think every time you hear an alien story, it's a takeover story. They were expecting Independence Day.
Yeah.
They were expecting Men in Black. Funnily enough, two movies that both feature Will Smith. Right? Will Smith made bank off aliens. Okay, back in his day, but. And Disclosure Day wasn't that. Disclosure Day was more of a. Would you say suspense? Is that what you would say?
Okay. I would say a suspense.
Yeah. Like the tension was around the secret getting out.
Yeah.
But people thought we were gonna see humans fighting off an alien invasion, and they thought it was gonna look like those scenes from like Terminator, the Future War. And that's not what. And it's not what it was. So but
it's disappointing that not a lot of people will give it that second chance watch just because of their first taste. But they definitely should. Like I said, I think it's one of those movies, like you said, that's just thought-provoking. It makes you think. And it is definitely one of those journeys where, like I said, you were being disclosed alongside the characters. And that's why I loved it. I absolutely love the ending, that it's just a hard 20 minutes of being disclosed. And then as soon as she's going to start revealing stuff, it ends. Why? Because we all get disclosed around the same time. We're all going to start thinking about what's going on. And that's one of those
movies
movies
that
that
happens
just
next. You don't know what happens next.
I love when movies do that. We don't do that enough anymore. We have to reveal all our cards. Sometimes we don't need to. Let us think a little.
You know what the end of Disclosure Day reminds me of, as far as like the way the movie was made? What was that final act in Snowpiercer? In Snowpiercer, he goes to the front of the train, Wolford, and Wolford like discloses everything.
Yeah.
He tells them the whole thing, like, this is what's going on. The train was made for this reason. This is why we take kids.
You're eating cockroaches?
Yeah, you're eating. They learned that way sooner. Right? And then he's like, and now I'm going to hand it off to you. And then they crash the train. And you see the one girl, the Asian girl, and the little boy leave the train. But you don't know what everyone else is going to do. So in that sense, the end of Snowpiercer and then Disclosure Day to me are similar in the way they decided to frame that, and they just drop everything on you, and then but what people are gonna do next? Too bad. But credits roll. Yeah, because it's up to you to decide what people are gonna do next, and it's like, oh man.
Yeah, because it's Snowpiercer or Snowpiercer. Yeah. I think they were saying that if you step outside, you're gonna freeze to death, but it looked like not that cold.
Well, the one guy figured out that the snow was starting to melt, because every time they passed by in the year, he saw that there was like an airplane covered in snow, and every year there was less and less snow, meaning it was melting away, that the temperature was rising again. That's what he figured out. That's why he wanted the I forget the cubes. You think he's getting high, but he's like, no, this is dynamite, bro. We're gonna blow the door. That's what they did. Yeah. But that to me, like I said, that's how I saw it. I saw it as like the way Snowpiercer did it. That's how Disclosure Day did it.
What were your thoughts on
Disclosure Day? That was one of the highest rated movies, I think. It didn't make my list though.
Hey, what does Julio say? And this is what's the problem with the industry.
Okay, and this is why we don't get this. This is why Robert Downey Jr. had to come back to the Avengers.
To be fair, I also love this movie and I ranked it pretty high.
think I gave it a 4.5.
4.5? Yeah, I give it a 4.5.
See what I mean, man? Look, man, if I see something and I got to give it its props, I'm giving it its props, man.
There's too many good movies. There's so many other good movies that didn't make my list.
Exactly, and that's why I said earlier, people shouldn't get mad if their favorite movie this year didn't make the top 5s. It just means movies are having a good year. It's like
phenomenal year.
Like even my honorable mentions, which I'll throw out there now, both kids movies, but both because they were good for different reasons, which was The Minions and Monsters.
Gotta watch that.
And Toy Story 5.
Were Minions and Monsters second half?
Yeah, that came out.
On July 10th, I think.
That came out in July?
Yeah, it came out July. So the movies that I have for July are Minions and Monsters, Evil Dead Burns, The Odyssey, and then Hades on the Musical.
You didn't have Toy Story 5? Was Toy Story 5?
Toy Story 5 was within
June 25th.
Yeah.
Okay, then Toy Story 5 is my honorable mention, just because like I already had Super Mario Galaxy and Sheep Detectives, man. My list isn't filled with family movies, but Toy Story 5 was really good too.
I mean, but it makes sense. You are the family man of the group. I would expect that you are going to go watch more of the family movies. You know, I try to tend to watch everything. Like in total, I've gone to seeing 13 different movies in theaters this year. But I feel like I've gone 25 times to the theater because I do rewatch movies. I like rewatching movies. I have Regal sponsor me. I have my Regal pass. So I like going to the movies. I like rewatching movies.
I think the closest theater to me is like CCCMark. So I'm willing to drive out to a Regal. I'm willing.
Regal sponsor us.
I'm willing to drive a little further than, but the closest one to me I think is the CCCMark one. So.
Back to Disclosure Day real quick.
Yes.
I would have gave it a 5 out of 5.
Ooh, okay.
If at the end of the movie the alien they ruled out, it would have been E.T.
You wanted so you wanted fan
crossover.
You wanted no.
Steven Spielberg dropped the bag. Right. Should I go my list then?
Yeah. All right, boy. Show us your list. What do you got?
We got 54 minutes.
All right.
I picked 4.
Hang on, though. If it was about fan service, though, you know, fine. Well, you know what fan service would have excited me at the end of the Disclosure Day? If the man from Earth himself would have popped up, like if he'd have popped up, then to me that's full circle right there, man. Like, but I digress, man.
Steven Spielberg fucked up, man.
What can I say? What can I tell you?
All right, so we talked about my number 1 and my number 2, Project Hail Mary and Obsession.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm surprised too that like Disclosure Day and Michael didn't make my list.
Oh.
These are more like personal preference.
That's what we're here for, man.
Yeah.
Put us on game. What did you get?
All right. For my number 5, I already talked about it a little bit on this pod. It was Send Help.
Oh, Send Help.
Oh, yeah. January. You see, those January things always get forgotten. They always get forgotten. That's something. Send Help was like in the second week of January. I want to say.
Dude, it was like January 10th.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In the second week. So yeah,
I still haven't watched that. So
see, some people haven't even brought the tree down. That's why they think that Send Help was from last year. Like.
Yeah, and I feel like January movies, they just get dumped out by the studios. So they don't have faith in them. But no, this one was good. You know, it was with Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien. They're like
directed by Sam Raimi, right?
Yeah, directed by Sam Raimi, and he also brought back Danny Elfman for the score.
Ooh.
They also worked together in the first Spider-Man trilogy. It was cool to see that again. And yeah, that one's cool. It's like horror comedy, which we talked about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That we know Sam Raimi is good at that. And the plot for that one is just like Rachel McAdams. She's just like this underappreciated,
nerdy,
overworked,
awkward
employee. Yeah.
And she's like a survival enthusiast.
Apparently so, because when that plane goes down on their company trip.
No, she had in the movie she had send in like an audition tape to be on the show.
To Survivor?
Yeah.
She's like, this is my audition tape for Survivor season 16.
No, yeah, she made one, and like her boss, like that's part of the reason she hates her boss, because like they found it and they were like laughing at her for it.
Yeah, she hates Dylan O'Brien.
I haven't watched
an
it.
asshole.
Oh, okay.
Dylan O'Brien's an asshole.
Oh, I'll probably watch it tonight.
See, I gotta watch He-Man.
And I'll watch that.
I gotta watch He-Man too.
We'll get on Discord after.
Yeah.
Compare notes.
There's a lot of twists in that movie too. That's why I like it.
There you go.
Nice.
And for number 4, I have this British movie, Wasteman. I don't know if you guys have heard of that one.
Oh no.
It's like a prison drama.
Wait, what was it called again?
Wasteland.
Wasteman. Okay, so I heard Wasteland, and I was I would have heard of something called Wasteland. and I was
Isn't that area?
What's Wasteman about?
It has David Johnson. We saw him in The Long Walk and Alien Romulus.
Oh, I know. So yeah.
And Tom Blythe, which we also saw in Hunger Games, the new one. The young President Snow.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a prison drama. And David Johnson's character, he's been locked in prison for like 13 years, and he's about to get released in like 2 weeks or something for good behavior. But he gets a new cellmate, which is Tom Blythe's character, and he's like a hustler, and he's like selling drugs and trading like stuff. Okay. So he's kind of like he's getting David Johnson's character into that stuff. So he's about to get released in a week, but he's starting to do some like shady stuff. So
that's the problem in jail, man. When you in your days, you're not supposed to tell people when your day's coming up, man. And haters try to mess it up for you, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but there's a lot of twists in that movie too. I liked it. It was fun. It was a cool British comedy. It felt gritty and real. I think they shot it on hand cameras and cell phones to make it look real. It's a really good movie.
What's streaming?
I was about to say, I don't think it's streaming on anything because I was trying to rewatch it. But
wait, so where did you watch it?
I just watched it online. Don't tell nobody.
Send us the link.
Now, do you tend to watch like a lot of British movies?
Not for this one. I just went off the actors.
Oh, off the actors.
I like both of the David Johnson. I liked, and Tom Blythe was cool in Hunger Games. Hunger Games. But, yeah, I think that's the main reason I watched it, and I do like prison dramas too. So which is up my alley. I do love British.
That's a real fan right there. You see that, man? You see that? That's what you do, man. You got if there's an actor you like and has done a project, even if it's obscure, check it out anyways, man. Spread the word like he's doing right now. See?
Yeah.
If just one person watching this decides to go watch that now,
please do it.
I think someone on
game. Yeah, I think that's.
It's probably streaming on some British website, to be honest.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah, you can probably go on BBC and find it out there.
HBO Max has a lot of BBC content, so maybe on HBO Max.
Yeah, and it came out it came out pretty early in the year, like around like March, April. Okay. So it should be streaming soon, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, and
one more, right?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, number 3 was Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. You guys seen that?
I haven't watched that one either yet.
That was the Gore Verbinski. You guys know that?
Yeah, no. I know
he directed the Pirates of the Caribbean and Rango. So he works a lot with Johnny Depp. But this one, this one's also an original story, I think. It's like it's kind of like a movie with Tom Cruise when he has relive every day.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow, yeah. It's kind of like that one, but like it's
with Emily Blunt too.
With Emily Blunt, she's in that one. Yeah.
Disclosure
Day, the digger.
You should have put Tom Cruise in Disclosure Day as the alien. That would have made it.
He was already in War of the Worlds.
In his War of the Worlds character. See what I mean? Like, look, fan service can exist, but I digress.
Tom Cruise should have been the one wheeling out ET.
You're a fool, man.
Steven Spielberg, he got to start connecting these universes, bro. But yeah, Gore Verbinski, he directed that movie, Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die, starring Sam Rockwell. And in this movie, he's kind of like the Tom Cruise character. He's the one that's reliving every day. And this is he's kind of like going back in time to save the world from AI. So that's cool. And this is his like 117th time
going to the commentary.
Yeah.
Not Meta the company, Meta as in like. I feel like you have to make that distinction now. Like, anytime you talk about anything, it pisses me off.
Yeah, but in this movie, he's kind of like going back in time he goes back to like this diner, like the same day or whatever, and then he just recruits the people from the diner. He gets a different team every time, apparently. But in this movie, like we just see like the one time, so like it's just like the group of people that he gets together, and they have to go stop AI from growing. Like they have to go stop this kid and whatever. It's very funny. It's very like you said, meta.
Nice. And
it's got a good cast. But yeah, the reason I watched it was because it had Gore Verbinski's name attached to it. And he's a great director. You should watch his movies. And yeah, that one was my number 3 list.
Okay. And that's all your movies? So go ahead and run your list down from 1 to 5.
From 1 to 5?
Yeah.
From the best, it was Project Hail Mary, then Obsession, then Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die, then Waste Man, and then my number 5 pick was Send Help.
Okay. And then to recap, mine was 1 was Project Hail Mary, 2 was Obsession, 3 was Backrooms, 4 was Michael, and 5 was Sheep Detectives. Will you run us down your list one last time?
So number 1, Project Hail Mary, across the board. Number 2, Super Mario Galaxy movie. Number 3 is Obsession. Number 4 is The Sheep Detectives, and number 5 is Disclosure Day.
And those are our top 5 movies for the year so far. We have so many movies to watch for the rest of the year, but we have one that we have left to talk about on the show, and that is our hype index for next week's movie, and that is Spider-Man Brand New Day. Boys, this has been a movie we've all been waiting for a very long time. The set kind of shows it. I want to know your guys' thoughts going into this movie. How hyped are you? Are you ready for this? Do you need some more time to adjust? Julio, let me get your thoughts first.
Hype index for me was 10 out of 10. I said it. Everything, like, literally, like, the first Spider-Man to get a fourth movie. You know, not even Tobey didn't get a fourth movie. Tom Holland has had more than 4 appearances as Spider-Man, so, like, I don't think anyone's catching him at this point. Because with his, you know, Avengers appearances and everything. Yeah. And Captain America. But, like, I'm hyped because it's a new trilogy, too. That's what I've heard. So they still intend on making 2 more after this. But and even though, yeah, they're connected to that first trilogy, this is going to be a trilogy contained on its own.
Yes.
You know, so the tone so far by the trailers is the darkest I think it's ever been for these Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. It's the lead into Doomsday. I think it's also the lead into the X-Men, the Fox X-Men joining the MCU.
Jean Grey's in the movie apparently.
Yeah, so like we have to. They're doing so much with him, and the fact that they trust Spider-Man to do this. So yeah, I'm hyped. Oh, and we just saw Tom Holland and John Bernthal
and
Zendaya.
Yeah, but in the Odyssey they didn't have any scenes together, whereas Tom Holland and John Bernthal had scenes like 3 scenes together in the Odyssey. So, no, yeah, I'm hyped, man. We're gonna be there opening night, and I think this is one of the rare ones because we don't always get to see all of them together. But this is one of the rare. I think all 3 of us are gonna go see like together in the same theater and everything. So.
I feel like the big ones this year, you know, we might try to get together. This Doomsday. Dune, probably, you know, like there's some.
Are we doing the double feature? Are we doing Doomsday?
Doomsday? Oh, of course.
Doomsday and
get a little vlog in.
Which one are we starting with?
Oof. I would say honestly, we start off with Dune.
Start off with Dune, take a little lunch break, and end the night with
Doomsday.
Sounds like a date.
Hit the tables a little.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my hype index for Spider-Man is alongside with you, 5 out of 5. You know, 10 out of 10. I'm up there. You know, like. I love Spider-Man. That's probably he's probably been, you know, like top 5 superheroes of all time since the start, you know. And like you said, this is the first Spider-Man that's getting a 4th film, which is exciting to see. You know, we've either it's been due to production or, you know, like studio stuff or just change of guard, but we don't get that 4th on film. You know, it's always just contained into 3. And seeing this be the trilogy that starts him off on that down and out Spider-Man, you know, that street level crime, I'm excited to see it, especially because they got the Jackie Chan stunt team attached to it. You know, the action scenes are gonna fucking be fire. So this up there with Dune and Doomsday as well. It's up there. The hype index is high.
I don't know that about the Jackie Chan stunt
team. So the Jackie Chan stunt team got their first shot during Shang-Chi. And then the same guy that directs Shang-Chi is doing this one, and he brought them with to get those you know, street level scenes just downright. You know,
that's how Jackie Chan fights.
So I'm very excited, and if that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what will. But those fight scenes are just gonna be on one. This movie,
Spider-Man moving like prime Jackie Chan,
like prime Jackie Chan.
Yeah. My hype meter for that one is also 10 out of 10. I'm excited for a lot of reasons. Like you said, Spider-Man's one of my favorite characters. Hulk is my favorite character. He's in the movie. It's going to be great. I'm excited that John Watts isn't directing it no more. He did the first 3 trilogies.
He's like, take it away from him.
No disrespect,
but that was all disrespect.
Respectfully.
Just disrespectfully so.
I'll say it for him with all the disrespect in my heart.
We hope this email finds you unwell.
You did a disservice to us. I'm sorry.
Oh man,
and to our character.
You should never be able to touch the blue and red ever again.
Hold on, man. We gotta let you know, man. This is the least hateful member of this. He's the least like he's
even when something's bad, he's like, it was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'll never give a movie
the happiest
5
one.
out of 10.
So this means something here, man.
I'm passionate about Spider-Man. But yeah, and yeah, like you guys said, the tone feels different, and I think it's because of the new director, Daniel Cretton. Like you said, he did Shang-Chi, and yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm excited for all the villains we're seeing. All the trailers that we're getting are just amazing.
All right. Before we wrap it up, from each of you, I want to get one thing that you're excited to see in this movie, and one thing that you don't want to see in this movie.
Oh, okay. All right. Which one you want first? Something I don't want to see.
Either one. You go first.
All right. So something I don't want to see in this movie. I don't want to see Chris Evans. I don't want to see Robert Downey Jr. I'm not being a hater. I'm just, but it's just that like Spider-Man's already leading into your movie. Keep it there, man. We don't need you here. We got enough. We got Tom Holland, Zendaya, John Bernthal, Sadie Singh. Like we got enough here, man. Yeah. You know, Mark Ruffalo. So you know, should just keep RDJ and Chris Evans, and you know Hemsworth. Keep them over there. All right, let the Spider-Man thing be its own thing, because if Doomsday fails, I don't want it attached to the Spider-Man movie when we look back on it like in the future. So that's one thing I don't want to see. Just like I don't want them to treat this Spider-Man movie as just a stepping stone to Doomsday. Yeah. Let it be its own thing.
I don't think any characters in the Spider-Man movie are gonna appear in Doomsday, and also vice versa. Like I don't think any of the Doomsday characters are gonna appear.
I don't know, man. I think they are, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm just saying I don't want to see those big hitters here. Let this be it's remember, it's a street level story. Yeah. So if it's a street level story, you don't need Dr. Doom.
Like if anything, like an end credit scene might
maybe
we might get that.
Fine, I'll accept it if it's a post credit scene, but they don't need to be in the main.
It's not a part of the movie.
Yeah, they don't need to be part of the movie because it's a street level Spider-Man. Yeah. All right, now as for what I do want to see, what I do want to see is some comic nod, because we've already seen from the trailers that Bruce Banner is going to turn into the Hulk.
Yeah.
So I want to see that if it's going to be the Hulk that remembers Peter Parker or Spider-Man, I want that to be like it was in the comics, to show that Hulk is more than just like the big muscle
brain monster.
Yeah, like if they decide that Hulk's going to be what recognizes Peter Parker, I'll hope they get to it as close as they did when it happened in the comics. So that's what I want to see and what I don't want to see.
What about you, Brian?
What I want to see? That's a good question. What I don't want to see.
Need some more time?
No, I think
he's at it.
I had what I do want to see.
He doesn't want to see it directed by. that's what he doesn't want to see. We knew that.
I already got that one. I do want to see Charlie Cox come out as Daredevil.
Oh, okay. So
that might be asking too much. We're already getting Hulk and Punisher. Adding another character,
might not be liking because when he came out in Spider-Man 3, he came out as Matt Murdock. So you're saying you want to see him come out as Daredevil? He wants him to throw hands. Okay.
Want to be suited up, fighting the Hand alongside Punisher and Spider-Man.
It is the Hand.
Yeah, it is. And I guess what I don't want to see, what don't I want to see? I don't want to see a Spider-Man and Mary Jane get back together. I hope that doesn't happen at the end of the movie.
Okay.
I feel like it's too soon for that.
Hot take.
He wants Peter Parker's got to
suffer.
Just like Spider-Man 2.
I want 3 eviction notices on his door tomorrow.
He wants him down in a sunken place, man. Man.
I want him to order that coffee and be a cent off and not be able to.
No. I want him to order the coffee but not have enough to tip, and then the barista calls him out and they're like, no tip, huh?
I want them to scoop out the whipped cream from the coffee.
That's a couple cents. Okay, personally, what I don't want to see, I think I'm on the same line as you. I don't want to see any of the bigger people there, because I need this to be self-contained. I need, like you said, this is
self-contained as an MCU thing.
This is a street level Spider-Man with 2 other people, potentially 3. Like, it just needs to be that. I don't need the whole A squad coming through and fucking popping up. I don't need that. What I do want to see.
There are no A squad, bro.
Have you seen Hemsworth? He's on A squad.
Yeah, he is.
What I do want to see is whatever it is, whoever it is, our first appearance of an X-Men. That's all.
You think it's Jean Grey?
First appearance. I don't know if it's going to be Jean Grey,
but
I would love to see our first X-Men established, because that's where we're heading in for Doomsday. I would like our first taste of our X-Men to be here, not just in Doomsday.
So we're not counting Hugh Jackman in Deadpool 3 then, or
I think Wolverine's a little tricky.
He's an entity unto himself. Then
it's a little tricky because what Doomsday we're trying to bring in a new class of X-Men, right? For the upcoming film, so it's not necessarily we're bringing Hugh Jackman in, you know.
Oh, okay.
So it's a little bit tricky with Hugh Jackman, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I want our first like new established X-Men to come out in this movie. If we can make that happen, I'd be happy with that.
Professor X. No. That's what I want. I want Professor X. If it has to be an X-Men in it, Professor X.
Yeah, no, I think they for sure have to they for sure have to have like an X-Men character in here, since the next saga, like moving on after Secret Wars, is the Mutant Saga. So you gotta like establish the groundwork, you know, before that, because
remember after this is Doomsday
and then Secret Wars.
Secret Wars.
Yeah, so there's nothing in between. So like, this is the last chance, you know. Unless you're just gonna throw them in, I guess, like start over, I guess, with the X-Men, like how I guess they could do that like an Iron Man, you know, just make a movie like an X-Men movie, I guess, or a character, and maybe a character might get his movie.
But if there is an X-Men in the Spider-Man movie, who would you want? Which X-Men would you want it to be?
Honestly, I mean, there are a lot of rumors that it could be, you know, Jean Grey, but I would like someone like a Rogue, maybe.
Okay. A new Rogue.
Yeah, someone
like
someone young,
not Anna Paquin then.
No.
Okay, so you want new.
Someone new, because like I said, we're established. We're taking this to the future. We need young actors that are going to be able to play these roles for years to go. You know, so I think that's where we need to go young. We can't be casting the same. This is the last swan song for everyone that was part of the old. After this, you're out. In comes the new. That's how we have to go. But that's about all the time we have for this week. Thank you again for coming and joining us for the podcast. Remember to follow us on all social media platforms, including Facebook now, and we'll catch you next week for our Spider-Man episode. Till then,
peace out.